Hello. So I'm going to put a question to, well, mostly you Americans who are watching this, but also to all of you who think that republicanism is the best possible system of government. I am talking to you, places like Australia and the West Indies, who have the idea that monarchies are an outdated, immoral idea, and an elected head of state is, much better, like Jacinda Ardern, for instance. Right, well, yes. Okay, many years ago, I was having a heated political debate with an American woman who didn't know what she was talking about. And she was fulminating about how unfair the House of Lords was. She thought it was just filled with lords, and she didn't realise that most of the lords are appointed there because of some sort of public service or expertise, although there are still some hereditary lords, and I think there aren't enough of them. A while ago I made a video about Dominic Cummings, and I pointed out that he'd been very rude to his old bosses. And my first thought when he did make these parting shots, goodness me, no one's ever going to employ that man again. And then I realised, rude as he was, he could be as rude as he wanted to be, because he could always go home to his family farm and run that. That is, he had no real worries about future employment with people who might have been put off by his previous behaviour. He was completely independent, and, whatever I think of him and his sense of honour or all the rest of it, he can say what he likes, and we don't have too many people in this country who are in that position, and I think to our detriment. Other politicians owe their livelihoods to learning to keep their mouths shut and towing the party line. And that's what probably irked the anti-Trumpers, because he had his own fortune, he could say what he liked, and he didn't owe the loyalty of silence to anyone. I know there are many Americans who have been brought up with an ingrained antipathy to the monarchy. I went to university in America. I spent several years there, and I spoke to obviously a lot of people, mostly in the university community, I have to admit. But honestly, look, what would you rather have for your head of state right now? This or this? I'm honestly not trying to be mean. You Americans who are watching this, I'm not trying to one-up on our governmental systems, and I'm fully aware of the problems of the British system. But I do have to point out what's right about our system as well, and one of them is this, as against this. I'm sorry to say that in the USA, by creeping progression over the years, I think probably since Roosevelt, but I'm quite prepared to be corrected on this, the president has taken on far more functions than it was ever intended to take on. And the functions it has accrued to itself are starting to tip perilously close to dictatorial powers. And because of that, I think there is an instability in the United States system, which was always there, but it's starting to show up now under the strain. I'm not happy to be saying that, by the way. America is the world leader. If you've got a corrupt world leader, you've got a corrupt world. I'm not talking about armed insurrection either, by the way. You wouldn't stand a chance. I get lots of comments under my videos about grabbing a gun, and I'm not arguing against the right to bear arms. That's your concern. But what I am saying is, if you try to bring down the government with what's available to you as civilians, you just get mown down. You're going to have to think of more sophisticated ways than taking to the hills with a 50 caliber rifle. However, back to our constitutional monarchy. I will say it now, out loud and proud, looking at that photo there, which shames the American dream. Until you sort this out, I'm much happier with our system. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm Granniopteryx. I am on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. I let you know when I've uploaded a video on Twitter, Gab and Parler. Please like this video, share it, and by the way, just check your subscription. Subscribe, but if you think you're subscribed, just check that out as well, because YouTube isn't that careful about that. YouTube's not careful about notifications as well. That's why I'm letting you know on the social media platforms. All right. Also, please support my channel if you can. Links below. And, well, yeah, till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Granniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.